Hello, great professional students. Yeah, my name remains Tayo Steven, and welcome to today's podcast rather. Okay, I got this inquiry from a student that says, "What should I do? My boss does not want to give me exam leave." Okay, so what is exam leave? Usually, exam leave is what you want to take when your exam is drawing near. You want some permission to be off work so that you can go and do your exam, prepare for the exam, and write the exam and come out successful. So that is what we call exam leave. So if you are working, usually you'll be used to this. It's either you take your annual leave or you ask for exam leave, which they will deduct from your annual leave. All right. So what should you do when your boss does not want to give you an exam leave? First and foremost, we need to look for why is that so. Well, it could be that the job demand where you are working is very, very high. That is a possibility because you didn't tell us why your boss doesn't want to give you exam leave. It could be because the job demand is high, or there's a deadline, or there's pressure, or there's even no replacement for you, right? It could be that when you go away, there will be a gap in the job. So that could be one of the reasons your boss doesn't want to give you exam leave. Like I said, it could be also be that there's no replacement. The other second reason might be because maybe there's a bad or poor boss to staff relationship. Maybe the relationship both of you have is not very good, and so there have been tension, and so the boss is now not going to allow you. All right, so what's the remedy? First and foremost, you cannot easily win a battle against your boss. I must tell you that nobody can readily win a battle against his or her boss. So does it mean, if that's the case, does it mean you are stuck? Not necessarily so. It doesn't mean that you are stuck there. All right, so um, the other one I want to talk about is that your job is very important, right? Your job pays your bills. So it's a very important part of your life. It pays your bills, it pays for your exams, and it makes you get respect and even makes you self-sufficient, right? Because if you don't have money, it makes you very vulnerable, right? And if you are a lady, it makes you vulnerable to sexual exploitation. So your job that is paying this bill is very important. Sometimes we are frustrated we think that our job is an hindrance. No, it is not. If you think it's an hindrance, talk to those who don't have jobs. It's better to have one. But then what then is the solution to this problem? Now, if you may not have the time to read this book, how to influence, how to how to win, how to win friends and influence people by Dale Carnegie. I will encourage you to get either the audio or notes, or you get the e-copy or the hard copy. It tells you a lot on how to win your enemies, win people to your side. Now, like I said earlier on, you can fight battle with your boss and easily win. You are more likely going to lose. Even when you win, you're going to live with a lot of brutality that can affect you. I've seen people fight their boss, resign in anger, and leave their job, and they never recovered. I've seen that happen over and over and over. Why is that? When you are in a job place, that job place, God puts you there, right? Unless it is time for you to leave. If you leave before your time, right, you will likely suffer. I've seen this happen over and over. So don't underestimate the job just because you don't like the boss. The boss, you can't choose your boss. Anywhere you go and work, you cannot choose your boss. So understand that it might not always be pleasant, but you can make the best use of it. So what is the remedy in this scenario? Look for a win-win solution a win-win situation, and negotiate with the best interests of your boss at heart. So find out, why does he not want you to go for your exam leave? Like I said earlier on, it could be because there will be gap, and when you go and the job is not done, the responsibility will fall on him, and maybe your boss is already under enormous pressure. So for him to add your own job on his own again, he might not just want that, and he may be feeling that, look, you are getting paid to do this job. Your exam is your personal matter. Do the job that you are paid for. If that is his attitude, look for a win-win situation, right? And how do you look for a win-win situation? Look for a replacement. Think through, sit down and think through that, when I'm away, what could go wrong on this job? Write them down. Then look for a replacement. Could it be your co-worker? Could it be somebody else that you know can fill the gap for you while you are away? Then arrange that with that person. If you can, incentivize that person. Incentivize means give them some stuff, cash, to help you out, right? So incentivize the person to be your replacement. Then you go and negotiate with your boss, right? Then not only that, you can offer to come in and out of the office when the need arise. So you say, okay, please let me go for the leave. I've identified that out of 2 weeks or out of 1 month, on this day is our deadline, I'll come and do 2 days here so that there won't be any gap here, and then I will go away and continue my preparation. So he's more likely going to listen to you when you come to the boss with a solution, not just throw a problem at him, right? Then clean up all your outstandings. If you have outstanding in the office, clean them up. Then anticipate what could go wrong when you are absent, right? Then anticipate that. Then lastly, before the exam ever comes up, try and build good rapport with your boss, right? Greet the boss, right? If you know the birthday of the boss, buy card, buy birthday gifts. You say yes, but that is high service. What is wrong with that? Nothing. Find out your boss' birthday, the wife's birthday or the husband's birthday or the children's birthday, and put them as a reminder somewhere, and then send greetings to them. These are where you build friends. You need more friends than enemy when you want on your road to success, right? So these are the little things you can do to help you. So if it is a bad relationship already with the boss, go and amend it. There's nothing, it's amendable. You can't say because either the boss can be at fault. I'm not saying that you are at fault here at all. But you see, what do you gain if the boss is fighting you? You will live with bruises and wounds that will affect your career negatively. So I hope this is helpful. But before I finally go, what if you do all of this thing and your boss still says, no, you are not going? Then you leave that to God. But then this is where you can now be creative. So if they are not allowing you to go for annual leave, it's very likely that they won't allow you to go for lectures. All right. So when I was working, when I was doing this exam several years ago, right? I remember that time my job used to take me outside the office. I will go with my notes. So when I'm in the bus or in the taxi, I will be reading them. So you can adopt that. But this time, you can make use of our video lecture. Our video lecture helps you to read without anybody knowing, right? Just put the video on your Android phone if you are moving about. And if you are in the office, then that's the second thing I did. When I was in the office, during break, I'll go to the restroom. There's one restroom where I will always enter for almost 45 minutes. I'll be studying, I'll be reading, right? Because our office was open office and it was a competitive environment that time, right? A lot of people are writing the exam and failing, and so there were sometimes jealousy, office politics. It's just normal. So you have to brace up to it. Go into the secret place, any place you can find, and do an hour study. Then lastly, you can wake up very early in the morning or late in the evening, wake up and do 1 or 2 hours study before going to work. Or you can do your study while you are on your way to work. by using videos, and using the Android version of our video lecture. Then after work, you can also do what? You can also study 1 or 2 hours before you enter the traffic, or allow the traffic to go down before and use that time to study, right? So you can utilize that. And lastly, if you, over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, cut down on social engagement, cut down on owambe, cut down on even church service. Do an online service instead of going physically. Talk to your pastors or your imam that they should excuse you for the meantime because of this exam. You see, you'll be more valuable to yourself, more valuable to God, more valuable to your neighbors, more valuable even to the government and even to the church when you pass. When you become a qualified professional, either chartered accountant or whatever you are doing, you'll be more valuable than when you didn't pass. So I hope this is helpful. So if you want to get the video lecture, then contact the number that we have that come along with this podcast. Then whatever your situation, we are there to help you. I hope this is helpful. So make peace with your boss. Your boss, remember, will not always be there forever. It's just a passing phase. And when you become a boss, God allowed difficult situations like this so that when you become a boss, you will know how to treat others well. All right, I hope this is helpful. All right, thank you and God bless you.